Today we're installing an axe handle. First thing you want to do is you want to make sure your head will fit onto the handle that you have. You want to slide it on there a little bit, and this way you will be able to get an idea of where it's at. Leave a little mark right there, let you know about how far down it will slide on. Next thing you want to do is take that axe head off and grab something like a 4-in-hand or a rasp plane and start filing away. That out, we're getting there. Starting to see the wood peek out the top there. And keep going at this here. Takes a little bit of time, but it's turning out really nice so far. Hopefully it stays going well, and we'll keep on removing material here. As you keep test fitting it, you'll see that you'll get closer and closer to the top here. The goal is to wind up somewhere around in here. So we're going to have to do a bit more sanding on here, but that's about where we want to line up at. So it might be here a little bit longer, but you know, it's all good. Good things take time. So let's get back at it. Alright, now that we have it totally shaved down so it'll fit, and I've gone ahead and put a little bit of an edge on there, you want to go ahead and start working towards the next steps. Quite a few of these axe handles you'll find in most of your hardware stores have a staple here in the bottom they used to hang it on the shelf. So you want to go ahead and remove that so you can continue on with the handle process. Once you know it's shaved to where you want it to be, you want to go ahead and put the head onto the handle there. Then you want to hold it like this, kind of upside down like this, and give it some good taps with a rubber mallet here on the bottom of the handle. The force of you hitting on here drives the head up the handle, and as you can see, it's starting to seat very nicely around the base of the head. Most of these axe handles that you get in the stores will come with a little packet, and it'll have the 2 metal wedges and the wooden wedge that you need for putting the handle on. So let's go ahead and dig into here. They have instructions if you're a newbie, or you could just watch this video. We have our 2 metal wedges and our wooden wedge. The next thing you want to do is go ahead and clamp your axe in your vise. You do want to put something on both sides of that handle so you don't mar it up, because it won't be so nice after it gets icky. You also want to make sure on the bottom that the bottom of the handle is touching something, such as the bottom ledge of my bench here. I'll show you that in a sec. And that way it'll keep the head from coming back out as you pound onto the wood. Next up here, you want to take your wooden wedge and give it a little bit of a test fit there. And you can see that there's extra on this side. So what we're going to do is go ahead and just take a little pencil mark it right there, and then we're going to cut it off with a knife. That way it'll be even and it'll fit in the hole. Now that we've got our wedge all set and fitted so it'll go right in that hole like that, we're going to go ahead, pop it out, and hit it with some wood glue or glue all, and then put it down in that hole. Go ahead and give it a nice coat. Only put it on the bottom part of the wedge though, because if you put it on the top part, it'll come out the top. But if you put it down here on the bottom, it'll squish up to the top part as it goes into the wood. What you want to do next is you want to take a block of wood and a hammer, and go ahead and put it on top of here. This way the grain transfers the force evenly. You want to go ahead and hit it with that rubber mallet. Now that we've got the wooden wedge pounded in there really good, you want to go ahead and loosen up the vise, and then take the handle and we're going to turn it the other way. Once again, making sure we have something in there to keep it from getting totally destroyed as we clamp it down. And then clamp that down there real good. Just like that. Next up here, we're going to take a fine tooth saw. You could use a miter box saw like this, or just a Japanese pole saw or something. You want to leave just a little bit of the wood sticking out the top, and the rest of it you want to go ahead and cut off. Next, we want to go ahead and remove it from the vise again, and then we'll do a little bit of cleanup here on the top. What I like to do is just take some sandpaper or the 4-in-hand and just go around the top here and clean up these fibers and little burrs sticking out from cutting it off. Now we're going to do pretty much the exact same thing we did when we put the wooden wedge in. We're going to go ahead and stick her here in the top, and then we're going to want to put some braces in here once again, or some wood pieces or something, soft jaws, anything to protect the wood on that handle. And the same thing as before, you want to make sure your base of your handle has a base to rest on as well. Next up, what you want to do is go ahead and put her back in the vise like we've already talked about. And you're going to want to take your metal wedges here, and you're going to want to offset them a little bit. So one of them's going to probably be at an angle, the other one may be down here at a little bit of a different angle. This way, with the wood wedge spreading this way, we also have the metal ones spreading it this way as well. So I want to take an actual hammer this time and go ahead and pound these in. Sometimes I find that it helps to hammer it in a little bit to give yourself a little bit of a mark, and that way you can kind of get it started. And then you can go ahead and pound it all the way in. You want to go ahead and do the other one the same way as well. And just like that, you have a perfectly wedged handle in both directions. Alright, so we're pretty much done, but what I like to do to give this a little bit of a nice final touch is go ahead and just take some sort of oil. It could be old motor oil. This is actually new motor oil that I use for it, but some sort of oil to help seal the tool and the wood that you've shaved the varnish or whatever sealer they have on there off of. So what I like to do is go ahead and hit the head with some. I've already sealed this with a spray sealer, but adding a little bit never hurt anything. So you want to go ahead and just give it a nice coat, and also you can see down here, hit the areas where you've shaved, and that'll seal the wood up too and make it all nice. Especially want to get the grain up here on the top, so that's the part that will need it the most. Alright guys, that is it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it and found it helpful. If you did, be sure to give it a big thumbs up, smash that like button 2023 style if you're into that sort of thing, and share this video with a friend. If you're new here, please consider clicking subscribe. We try and make a new video every week. As always, stay safe, and we'll catch you on the next video.